Hello, everybody, and this is the beginner's guide to items in CPMA. That's the mod for Quake 3 Arena in the game style we call CPM. Let's start with the power-ups. Quad damage does as it says. Quad damage, 4 times damage when you pick it up. The power-ups mostly start in the modes, T modes, where after 15 seconds of the map starting, and then the first 15 seconds after is when they can spawn, and then whenever they spawn, the next 90 seconds for quad. Battlesuit is 3 minutes after the first spawn. It negates 75% of your damage, negates all splash damage, so you can rocket jump around. You cannot get hit by splash. You can also not get hit by lava, toxic, or acid, but you can still die if you fall in a void. Regen slowly ticks up your health until the health cap at 200. You can max only be 200 health, 200 armor. Haste gives you 25% more speed. And then you've got the invisibility, same as the battle suit, every 3 minutes instead of the others, which are 90 seconds. And it makes you invisible except for a little ghost icon, a tiny little ghost head. Um, So you'll be very hard to see. I'll show you how these items will see and work in non-simple items, because these are the simple items in my part 2 video. You've got the armors, they're tiered, so red is better than yellow, yellow is better than green, and not just by the amount of armor they give. Red gives 150, yellow gives 100, green gives 50, and then you have the shard, which gives 5 armor. Doesn't matter what kind of armor you have, it just gives 5 armor. Unless you have more than 195 armor, it will just go to the cap of 200. Now, if you have 150 red armor, you won't be able to grab a yellow armor. You have to be at least 125 armor, if I'm right. And I think it's about the same with the green. You have to be 100 or 99, I guess. No, you can always pick up the yellow when you have green, of course. No, I mean when you have yellow, when can you pick up a green? I think it's 75 armor. Then you can pick up a green to make it 100. Um, the health. This is the mega health. First on the left, um, with the heart, it gives you 200 HP in duel. After you get damaged to back to 100 health or lower, it will take 10 seconds to spawn. In other times, it mostly is just 35 seconds, just like the other health bubbles will spawn every 35 seconds. Armors will spawn every 25 seconds. Forgot to say that. The 50 HP bubble will give you 50. The orange one, the yellow one will give you 25 HP. The green one will give you 5 HP. And just like the shard, it can stack even if you more HP than 100. Like if you have a mega health, for instance, or already had some more. Um, but let's say you have 76 health and you grab up a yellow HP bubble, you won't get to 101. It will be capped at 100. Only the regen can get you above 100, the mega and the 5 HP bubbles. And 50 HP bubble, of course, can give you 50 HP, but it will never go above 100. Then the miscellaneous items, you've got the backpack. You've got that one in NTF, not Team Fortress. It's mostly best to leave those in the base for your defenders to grab. You can grab if you're attacking the rest of the map, like the middle, the enemy base, gobble them all up because they're good for you. They give you armor and they give you ammo. And this is one of the use items, 2 use items. One randomly teleports you somewhere to a spawn point on the map, and the med kit will give you back spawn HP. So let's say I think around 120 or 115. So let's say you're 20 HP, you press your use item while you have a med kit, boom, back to over 100 HP. Then the weapons. This first one is the gauntlet. You don't need ammo for it. You can use it infinitely. It does 50 HP on hit. And a machine gun. It has spread, so it's hard to hit. It's mostly the starting weapon you go with, along with the gauntlet. You can see the ammo boxes below for it. It gives you the machine gun ammo. And as you can tell, above are the weapons with a square around them. Those are the ammo boxes. Then next is the shotgun, which does a little bit above 100 damage, and it has a fixed spread in CPM. Um, and of course, you will hit more if you're closer because all your pellets will hit than if you're backwards because there's more spread. Grenade launcher is one of the main spam weapons, the dark green one, to control areas. Does 100 damage on a full hit and otherwise has splash damage, which can still hit people. Rocket launcher, same 100 damage on a full hit, also has splash damage but doesn't stay ticking on the ground until it explodes. It just instantly explodes on impact. One of the main weapons to use in close combat, and one of the main big three weapons in Quake Live or Quake, any Quake, except for Quake 1, because they don't have the rail. So, lightning gun, next weapon, the white one, which we also call shaft. I think does 6 damage per tick. Maybe it depends on the distance, but I think in CPM it works that way. Medium weapon distance, it's very strong, can push people away as well. And then you've got the rail, green, light green, and does 80 damage right now in the CPM game style instead of. Okay, I don't know why my mic stopped working. I'm sorry for that little pause in between. I tried to do this video faster than the one I was doing before, and then my headset just stops working. I think because there's no sound coming in, but I'm talking through the mic. Sorry, even more time. So the rail does 80, and you can use it at long distances. Well, you can obviously use those weapons at each distance. Well, the shaft won't hit at a too long distance. It has a cap on how long you can go with it. And yeah, it also has a reload, so be careful about how you use that railgun. Then in the purple or pink one is the plasma. It has the potential to be the highest DPS weapon, except for the one after this. In CPM, it does 20 damage per hit, but it's hard to control and hit with. Also, the rail, shaft, shotgun, and machine gun are called hit scan weapons because they hit immediately, and the others are called projectiles because they take a while to get there. And then you have the last weapon, you have the BFG. We don't see it much. It's kind of a niche weapon. But I thought, hey, let's show you guys what it is anyway. We do use it in Capture Strike or CTFS, or I don't know exactly what the name is. But yeah, it does, I think, 100 damage and goes about as fast as a plasma gun or faster. I'll show you guys in the next part what it'll look like. I hope this helped.